before the break, you heard all about this story of doing things that you don't necessarily know how to do, right? And the value of putting yourself in positions that are new to you, maybe, and maybe where you're not necessarily the norm that's there, right? Or typical, or maybe you are different, right? I built a career out of being always the only one of something, right? Something. It was different because of the thought process, right? Coming out of the academic world and then going into counterintelligence, right? And then going from counterintelligence into entrepreneurship. And it's just all of these different lenses. And I found exactly what Perry's speaking to. You come in with a different perspective. And sometimes it's a little rocky, like for sure, the counterintel world didn't love the whole like, hold on a second. How do we know they're guilty? Like, how, like, can we think about this for half a heartbeat, right? Military didn't love that, right? So there is some friction points, but you got to be willing to be in the friction a little bit. And so that's a hugely valuable point. Be okay getting a little uncomfortable. I will tell you, voluntary discomfort is far easier than involuntary discomfort. And you start to hone your skills in discomfort, right? In discomfort, being that, I really credit the fact that I got my start in the critical race world and teaching white racial identity training at a very young age, to being able to sit in really uncomfortable situations, right? Really uncomfortable situations. And the ability to do that, folks, is part of what we're seeing right now. Those who are rising to the top in their fields are able to sit in discomfort. They're okay in the whirl, right? They're fine swimming in those waves. They're okay in the undercurrents, because there are undercurrents right now, right? So that's an incredibly valuable skill set to hone. And as Perry's illustrated, it comes in really handy, because then people come to you for things that you're like, I don't know, but okay, yeah, I can probably put that together, right? And things you want to jump into, because you can bring forward truth in that, you can bring forward knowledge in that. And so Perry, as you look forward, right, into the world, and I know that we got a whole lot of whatnot going on in our world, a whole lot of issues that people are sorting through and solutions they're trying to come up with. And so as you look forward, like, I see a lot of similar threads in this conversation about doing the things that make you uncomfortable, being willing to be sort of the differing voice. What are other things that you're seeing as we look forward into whatever this world shapes up into from here? How can people really prepare themselves for all kinds of situations that we can't possibly predict?
I think the biggest factor in dealing with change and making progress is your ability to hold yourself together in uncomfortable emotional situations. I think that is the defining thing. I think that you look around anywhere on Twitter or in the media, everybody's is just anxious and wringing their hands, and they are afraid to go into an ambiguous space and confront their own beliefs. They're afraid to take whatever they believe and put it on the anvil and actually welcome some of that being destroyed.
That's right.
And I think that is the defining characteristic of good leaders, is they are willing to have their illusions painfully shattered, and they can hold themselves together even if they're being proven wrong in public. So I'll give you an example of the opposite of this.